Now, we're going to get this next guest on, Spud. He's a dual premiership coach, and many would argue the best coach in the AFL. And also a spokesman for so many things in Australian rules football. International rules, of course, he's about to take on, so we're going to chat to him about that as well. But you, off the top of the show, talked about the fact that our man, the Lone Wolf here, has done the Kokoda track and has turned it into some sort of personal aggrandisement crusade, the like of which none of us have ever seen.
That's all I've heard since last October, and we know that him and Sam went over, which was fantastic. 7 pages in the footy record yesterday.
That's it.
Don't worry about Jack Jones.
The two of us in the age lift out.
Sam and Garry, I'm not sure what happened over there after dark with Gaz and...
what is happening for you guys clearly, and I'm glad our next guest is on, because he won't tumble into the rubbish.
He will, Garry.
I think he will.
No, he will realise the significance of the event
and
how
important
it is to publicise it so others can share the same experience.
Well, I think he's been over there a few more times than you guys.
I think he's done it 5 times.
That's right.
And has carried people up the same hills.
Get the traction
it's not about him, though.
But he will support me.
So this is why we need to speak to Al Clarkson, the superstar from Hawthorn, just to get a little perspective. Bert, welcome.
G'day, JB. How are you, boys? I was thinking on this trip, JB, we might take a couple of little kids sitting with us first class, sitting right next to me.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Clarko. I'm telling you.
Clarko's a 2-time
premiership. The red eye's no good for you, JB.
Shocking, Clarko. Honestly, I don't mind, of course, the normal travelling arrangements, but when a screaming baby at 2 o'clock in the morning gets wandered around the cabin so everyone can enjoy it, at that stage I'd sort of had enough.
You shouldn't be complaining about anything with the Kangas winning, mate. Just get on with it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Anyway, don't make it about North Melbourne, although you are a famous former player, of course, but I want to talk about Garry because he's basically made Kokoda about himself, Clarko. You've done it 5 times and done it the hard way, I think about 3 less days. So have you been amazed at how Garry's carried on?
Yeah, well, he's taken over from Jeffrey Gibb Kennett, hasn't he?
Yes, I have.
That's it.
Jeffrey Gibb's been a great campaigner for the cause as well, but
and only good can come
the Fossil. I love the fact that the Fossil had a crack at it too, which is great.
That's right. So in the room, and including you, 2 of us have been brave enough to get off our backsides and get over and have a crack at it.
Clarko, we are going to talk about all this stuff, but I want to ask you this: is my understanding either the first or the second time you went with the players, you got to about day 2 and decided it wasn't hard enough and made them start carrying each other up the hills? Is this true?
Yeah, that was the first time we went across, JB. Yep. And the buggers got me back too the next day because they whacked about an 8-kilo rock in my bag. So if you're going to make us do it tough, then you can cop it back the other way, lads.
Well, we're talking about my brother Mark, and that's why I have a strong view, Spud, that it can't be that hard. Because if he can drag his fat ass up the Kokoda track, then...
Good on you, boys. All the best.
Al Clarkson, the champ, 2-time premiership
coach.
I
think it's positive. Positive news, and Warrior just tries to rain on everyone's parade.
Did Warrior just go quiet though when he normally jumps
full,
up?
Warrior. Glass half full.
Let's see how it's going in 2 years' time when no one wants to play yet again.
Our players deserve the right.
They don't want the right. What's happened in the last 5 years of this series?
When Triple M travelled to New York for the training camp and then on to Croke Park, we'll just leave Warrior alone.
That's right.
He doesn't need to come.
He might change his view there at that point.
See whether Potgut Steve-O might want to wander over with us.
Little Potgut.
Little military hair Potgut Steve-O. Wobble guts. Oh, Pudding Gut Stevens.